Good afternoon, I'm Ryan, and today we'll be talking about raising the purchase of tobacco products in the United States to the age of 21 from 18. Today we'll cover three topics. We'll talk about the positives of raising the age to 21. We'll talk about the states that have already raised the age of buying tobacco products to 21. And then we'll talk about my home state, New York, who has just passed the law to pass the age of buying tobacco products to the age of 21. Now that you know what we'll be talking about, we'll go into our first main point. The positives of raising the age of buying tobacco to the age of 21. So according to tobaccofreekids.com, increasing the age will reduce smoking among kids and give them less access to tobacco products. Me, as a very young person, I agree with this. When I started smoking at the age of 11. And the reason why that I started smoking at the age of 11, because I was friends with people who were 18 years old. And they had access to buy cigarettes and everything, and they weren't smart enough to not know to not give them to children. But now that we know our first main point, and we've talked about our first main point, let's go into our second main point. 15 states that have already passed the legal age to buy tobacco products to the age of 21. According to lung.org, 15 states have already raised the purchase of tobacco to the age of 21. These states include, but are not limited to, California, Hawaii, New Jersey, and Washington. These are very big main states, and being unbiased about the topic as of right now, I feel like this law is going to be passed statewide, nationwide, and in the end, it's going to happen. Now that we talked about our first main point, we'll go ahead and brush up on our last main point. We'll talk about New York just recently passing the law to raise the purchase of tobacco products to 21 from 18. So, according to New York Times, the reason for changing the age is actually similar to a lot of the other states. It will reduce the access that children, much like everyone has to buy cigarettes, which will end up making our country less addicted to nicotine and all that stuff. So we've brushed on a little bit about raising the age to be able to buy tobacco products to the age of 21. We talked about the reasons why people want to raise the age to 21. We talked about 15 states that have already raised the age to 21, and we talked about where I came from, New York, recently raising the age to 21. Thank you for listening, and I hope you stay tuned to my persuasive essay and speech to know what I actually feel about it. Have a good night.